A lot of you are cooking vegetable soup and calling it Edikang Ikong soup, and it has to stop. If there's one soup that doesn't get enough flowers, it has to be Edikang Ikong soup, because what? Say now now. I see a lot of people make vegetable soup or vegetable sauce and call it Edikang Ikong. It ends today. Today I'm showing you how to make proper Edikang Ikong soup as an Akwa Ibom boy taught by an Efik command, and that's my mom. Now, I didn't make this exactly the way my mom would, because when she cooks it, she goes all out. I mean, assorted, fresh crayfish, snails, dried catfish, and all those mende. And her method is a bit different from mine. Also, this soup is not cheap. Funny enough, I didn't even like this soup growing up, but as I got older, I just found myself loving it. I don't eat it often, but when I do, it has to be worth it. Is there any soup you didn't like as a child, but now you enjoy? Let me know in the comments. Hi foodies, KK here. Tell me what recipe you struggle with and I might just cook it for you. If you are new here, I started a cooking series called Name It and I'll Cook It, and this is episode 6. Today we're making Edikang Ikong soup. First, you're going to cook your proteins. I made use of goat's meat and cow skin, and then I proceeded to season my proteins with bouillon cubes, scotch bonnet peppers, onions, and salt. Cover and let it cook. Once it releases its own juice, add your periwinkles and enough water to cook the proteins properly, okay? When it comes to a boil, go with your palm oil, crayfish, and stockfish. Now you're gonna mix it together, cover and let it cook. Now, if you notice, the liquid is minimal, and that's intentional. This soup doesn't need much water. The water leaf will release enough moisture, okay? So once it starts boiling, add your water leaf and mix everything together. Some people add onions at this stage, but I don't do that, okay? But feel free to do that if you want, okay? Then proceed to add your smoked spanla fish, mix, cover, and let the water leaf release its own liquid before adding your vegetables. And please note, your vegetables should be finely chopped. Mine isn't perfect because my knife was blunt, okay? So once you've added your vegetable, mix everything together, then add a little more oil and crayfish if needed. Remember, no water is needed for this soup. Adjust seasoning if needed and your Edikang Ikong soup is ready. Okay, so some people like it fresh. So once the vegetable goes in, they take it off the fire immediately. But for me, I like mine to cook a little bit. You guys, this soup is too good. Perfect with semo, gari, fufu, even white rice. I hope this video helps those of you who struggle with Edikang Ikong soup. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And this is the end of episode 6. If there's any recipe you struggle with, let me know in the comments and I might just cook it for you. Today's shout out goes out to Daddy Hairs on TikTok. Thank you so much for watching. If you watch this video to this point, let me know in the comments and I might give a shout out in my next video. Anyways, I'll see you when I see ya. Bye.